Hello and welcome back to 1911 Woodworks. In today's video I'm going to show you what I believe is the easiest, low cost, high profit build you could ever wish to make. So let's get into it. Okay, so before I get started with telling you about what today's build's going to be, I'd just like to say a massive thank you really, and that's to you guys for all your support for the channel. Basically through your interactions in terms of like your comments, your likes, and also the amount of subscribers that I've got so far. It's helped the channel grow, and it's becoming more recognised. So I really want to say thank you for that. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free, and it just really helps me out, helps the channel out, and just helps it keep growing. And then I also want to say thank you to HYCHIKA, and they basically took notice of the channel. They've reached out to me and they've expressed how they like the videos that I've been releasing, and they've asked if I could basically use this rotary tool in some of my videos, just to give my opinion on it, and they feel that I could benefit from using this tool in some of my builds. So I'm super excited to get trying that out on the upcoming builds that I've got in the pipeline. Now, I have had it out of the box. I've had a little play with it. It comes with 173 accessories. It's first impressions. I'm really impressed with it. It seems a solid, good build. The box, I mean, straight away before I even got out of the box, I thought, the box is sturdy, it's solid. And then, like I say, inside the box, you've got all sorts in there. So in a later video, when I'm going to be focused more around using this, I'll get to show you all the accessories in that. So yeah, I'm excited about doing a video like that and showing you this tool, because I feel like it's something that I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of, and hopefully, if you haven't already got one, it's something that you'll probably think, do you know what? I think I'd get use out of that and all, like, and consider looking into getting one. But anyway, in the last video, I made the wall-mounted mountain peak shelf. Now, I suppose looking off pictures, it looked more complex than what it was. But if you watch the last video that I did, which I'll leave a link in the description, I show you how to make that, and I also put a cut list up at the end of the video. So it's definitely worth a watch, and everything's there for you, so you can just get into your workshop and get making some sawdust. Now, today's build, I'm going to be making these, which are countertop risers or countertop trays, and these are a fantastic thing to have around your house. You can have them in any room, like whether it be a bathroom where you can put a bar of soap on one, you could have it in your kitchen, put condiments, or you could put candles on if it's in like your hallway or wherever, plants. You can put anything on these, and they look really nice. Now, basically, for a set of 4, they're not all the same size. They gradually get smaller, but for a set of 4 of these are selling for 60 quid, and they're selling really well. Now, all they are is each tray, or each riser, it's just 3 pieces of wood put together, and all you're doing is using 90-degree cut sort time. So it's definitely worth making these, and you'll be able to mass produce a lot in such a short space of time. So I'm going to get cracking on with making these. I'm going to make mine out of 4x1. I'll need probably just a little over 1.2 meters. Now, I can buy a 2.4 meter length for just a little over 7 quid. So you'd have enough left to be able to make some more. Probably not a full set, but you definitely have enough to be able to make at least 3 decent size risers. Like us, you can obviously sell these individually as well if you feel like doing it like that. You can make them to the customer's specific request. Like, it's entirely up to you how you want to go about it. But yeah, I'm going to get cracked on. So I'll see you over at the miter saw, and we'll start making the cuts and get moving with it. Okay, so I'm here at the miter saw. I've got it set at 0 degrees. These are the measurements that I need to be cutting the tops of the risers at. So I need to cut one at 35.5 centimeters, one at 28.5 centimeters, one at 28 centimeters, sorry, one at 20.5 centimeters, and one at 12.5 centimeters. And then once I've done that, I'll basically make the cuts for the little feet that sit below, and then it's just a case of staining them up and putting them together. So I'll get the top parts cut first. So that's all my tops cut now. Now I'm going to be cutting my feet. So to do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically just cut a strip of wood off of this, about 30 centimetres long. And then I'm going to start ripping my strips through table saw and rip them down to 2.5 centimetres. Now, you don't have to do this. I just think it's a nice height, and going off the measurements that I put up on screen, their risers stand at 4.5 centimetres, and as the thickness of this wood is 2 centimetres, that's why I'm going 25mm just to get to that measurement. You can choose to have smaller risers for your feet, or you can have them thick and make them higher. You can also, if you wanted to, cut your strips at 2.5 centimetres all the way down and cut 8 feet, and you're maximising the amount of wood that you're using. Whereas for me, I'm not worried about maximising the wood I'm using, because I'd prefer to have, like on this one that I've made, I prefer to have the end grain showing at the front there. It just creates a bit of a different contrast when it's sat there. So yeah, that's why I'm going down that route, but you do you, and do it however you prefer your final builds to look. Okay, so I've got 3 strips of wood here that all measure 2.5 centimetres in height now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them down to the depth of the wood, which is 9.5 centimetres. So I'm going to cut 8 feet now, and then after that it's just a case of basically applying some stain and putting it all together. So I'll quickly cut them, and then we'll move over into the staining process. Okay, so everything's cut to size now. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to give them a quick light sand down. Once they're sanded down, I'll apply some of this. It's a brand called Little Fairs, and it's French oak. So it's got a darker colour to the second stain that I'll put on, because what I'll do is after I've stained it, then I'll give it like a light sand down around edges and that, just to reveal the natural pine wood again, and then I'll apply a coat of light oak, and then it'll just give it that nice weathered look to it, make it look a bit rustic, and then once they're all stained up, then I'll be able to start putting things together before applying the final finish. So I'll crack on with that now. Okay, if you're liking the video so far, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It's totally free, not going to cost you a penny, and it just really helps me out, helps the channel out. And if you're enjoying the video, smash that like button as well. I'd really appreciate it. I've literally got a quick clean nip out because I'm booked in to take my kids to Ninja Warrior. So I'm going to do a few monkey bars and a few other activities, whatever they've got there. I've never been before. But whilst I'm doing that, by the time you've hit that subscribe button, I'll be back finishing off the staining, and then we can crack on with getting this video finished. So I'll see you in a tick. Hooray! Okay, I'm back from Ninja Warrior. I had a really good time, but let's get back to some more staining and some more woodworking. Okay, so I've got the French oak stain put on all my pieces. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to basically sand around the edges, just give them that bit of a more less need to look and a bit more of a worn look. Because then what I'm going to do after that then is I'm going to apply another coat of light oak stain, just so that when when they're all finished, they've got that bit of a weathered look, a bit more of a rustic look to them. Now, I could easily just use my block sander, but I wanted to try this this piece of kit out. So what I'm going to do, out the box. So, I mean, this is what you get. You know, you get all sorts. This is like a flexi hose attachment where you can have it in your hand more like a pen for like more detailed things. But like, I'll find out more about this product as I go along. I mean, I've never used one before, so it's all new to me. But like I say, right off the back, I'm impressed with it. In the box, you get all these attachments like different sanding heads, and you get little bits like this where you get like little grinder discs for cutting through metal, and you get like a little disc like that for cutting through wood. So I mean, honestly, there's so many different types of attachments in this. I'm overwhelmed with it, really. I think it's really good. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one of these sanding heads on, and I'm gonna use that just to quickly round over the corners. Yeah, just basically see how I get on with it. So I'll get into that and do that now. Okay, so I've sanded all edges down on these pieces of wood, and they've all turned out great. Yeah, the rotary tool, I really put some work in with it. So I was kind of like expecting bit time I'd finished sanding them all down for there to be some kind of like overeating, and there wasn't. It performed really well. I'm absolutely buzzing with the performance of it, to be fair. Like so far, first use and first real use, and it's performed exceptional. So big massive thumbs up for that. I don't know if you can make it on camera, but yeah, I've kind of like just sanded edges, and it's got the exact desired look that I was looking for, because I didn't want it to look like a neat look. So I've really gone to town with it on giving it like a bit of a rough sand. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use my block sander just to smoothen it off a bit so that the stain takes to it nicely. But overall, I'm really chuffed to bits with performance, and I'm looking forward to using the HYCHIKA rotary tool a lot more, and putting it to test with some of the different attachments that it's got. So yeah, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to quickly apply a final stain of light oak to this to all these pieces of wood. When I've done that, I'll move on to countersinking and pilot holing the feet, so I can just fix 2 screws into the bottom to attach them onto the tops. And then when I've done that, it's just a case of applying a bit of finish. So I'll crack on, and I'll get that light oak applied now. Okay, so this is the finished set, and I think they look brilliant. Chuffed to bits with the final outcome of all of them, and I think they look just as I imagined. As I said earlier on in the video, if I were to do it again, I said that I'd have gone with gun stock for my first coat of stain, and then finished it up with the light oak. But now they're all finished, and they've had some beeswax applied, and after beeswax, I just sprayed some of that on as well, which is just some wood silk. I'm chuffed to bits with outcome. I'll just fetch this one close to camera so you can have a good look at it. But yeah, I think they look really nice, and like I said, if you I'll just set them back. You know, obviously you're not going to stand a tin of wood silk on it, but like I say, anywhere in your house, these things will look nice, and they'd just show off or display or even make a bar of soap look better. So yeah, definitely worth making, even if it's just having your own home. And if not, if you wanted to sell them, then yeah, there's a lot of profit to be made in these, and they do sell really well. So yeah, give it a go. I've already mentioned, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It'll really help the channel out. And to those who have subscribed, as I say every single time, really appreciative of everyone who's subscribed. It means a lot. It's helping the channel massively, as I've already said, with the HYCHIKA getting in touch and wanting me to use their rotary tool in my videos. So yeah, it's just opening opportunities. The bigger the channel gets, the more opportunities and the better videos I can bring to you in the future. Also, smash that like button if you've enjoyed the video, and get your comments in the section below. Let me know what you think of these. Let me know if it's something that you'd have in your house, or whether you plan on building them yourself to sell. Whatever, just leave your comments in the section, and I'll always respond to you. I love interacting with everybody. So yeah, yeah. So don't think if you put your comments in, they're going to get missed, because they won't. I'll always interact with you. So yeah. But until next time, this has been 1911 Woodworks. It's probably the last video I'm going to do before Christmas. So if I don't release another video, which I doubt I will, Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you have a good one, and I'll either try and get a video out before New Year. If not, I'll see you after New Year, and have a happy New Year. So see you later.